All right, let's jump right in. Today's deep dive, boosting revenue and snatching up more market share. We're dissecting a program filled with advice that actually gets you results. And fast.
No fluff here.
Nope, none. It's like a crash course in strategies that work, all pulled from a proven consulting program. We're covering how to handle leadership challenges, mastering getting and keeping customers, even becoming a pricing expert.
Sounds intense.
It is, but in the best way. This program doesn't mess around when it comes to the demands of being a sales leader. Like right away, they throw some tough questions at you.
Oh, like what?
They ask, are you really sure what true leadership even is? Like, is it just doing sales tasks yourself? And are you spending enough time actually leading? Or just stuck in the daily grind?
It's easy to lose sight of the big picture when you're drowning in to-dos.
Exactly. This program zeroes in on what's non-negotiable for good leadership. Things like time management, delegation. The source material even stresses how important it is to plan your day strategically and delegate effectively.
Without those skills, you're always behind, never truly leading.
Makes you wonder if we've fallen into that trap ourselves, right? Now let's shift gears and talk about customers. How to get new ones and build loyalty that lasts. This program is all about tangible results, no vague theories.
I like that.
Me too. One strategy that caught my eye is something called bait products. Ever heard of this?
It's a really interesting tactic. Basically, you're making a product or service that's so valuable it's irresistible to new customers. Like, picture a worm on a hook. It's designed to get that bite.
Makes sense.
But there's more to it. The program then walks you through creating a whole product pyramid. It goes way beyond just the initial bait.
Okay, now you've got me intrigued. What's this product pyramid all about?
Imagine different levels of value, each one meeting different customer needs and price points. So at the bottom, you have your bait to reel them in. As customers see the value, you guide them up to higher value offerings.
So it's like mapping out the customer journey strategically. From the first interaction to becoming a loyal, high-value client. That's smart.
Right.
The source material also mentions looking closely at your payment and commission systems. Are they even set up to encourage new customer acquisition? It's like a reminder to check if your systems align with your goals.
That's a good point. It's easy to overlook those internal details.
Totally. But it's not all numbers and systems, is it? This program also stresses how important it is to get marketing, PR, and sales all on the same page.
Absolutely. And this is where things get really interesting. They argue that PR can be a huge driver for sales. It's not just about getting your name out there.
There's got to be more to it.
It's about shaping how the market sees you, positioning your company so you can command premium pricing.
So it's not just buy my product. It's about crafting a story that makes your brand stand out.
Exactly. Building credibility, becoming a thought leader, creating that buzz that makes customers want what you're offering. The source material even gives examples of companies using PR to boost their brand and justify higher prices.
It makes you think about how we perceive value. Like a brand with a strong reputation, that air of exclusivity can definitely charge more. But how do you actually turn that into pricing strategies? Is that where this program's approach comes in?
You got it. They have a whole section on maximizing profit without killing sales volume. Which, isn't that what everyone wants?
The holy grail of pricing, right?
What sets their approach apart is the focus on creating a detailed pricing system, tailored to different products and markets. No one-size-fits-all here.
So it's about knowing the nuances of your market and your offerings, then creating a pricing strategy that actually works for you.
Precisely. And one of their key points is about developing a controlled discount system. Discounts can be great to boost sales, but if you're not careful, they'll eat away your profits so fast. This program helps you create a system that attracts customers without killing your bottom line.
Finding that balance is key.
It takes a lot of discipline, that's for sure. This program really pushes you to think hard about every part of your business.
And that's a good thing. We've only just scratched the surface. Next, we'll dig into their step-by-step approach to building a solid sales process. Think of it like a well-oiled machine, consistently getting those conversions. Remember that 6+1 point system we mentioned? That's crucial for understanding how customers make decisions. Ready to uncover more gems from this program?
Absolutely. We've covered leadership, customers, and even pricing. But let's talk about closing deals. How does this program actually help teams win more sales?
Well, they break it down step by step. They make the sales cycle manageable. Remember that 6+1 point system we talked about? It's a big part of it.
Refresh my memory. It sounds kind of mysterious.
It is kind of a secret code. It's all about understanding those key moments when a customer decides to buy or not. The program goes deep into 6 psychological and emotional drivers that influence that decision.
So it's about getting inside the customer's head, figuring out what motivates them, what worries them. Exactly. It's like a roadmap for those crucial points in the sale. And that lie plus one, that's the unexpected, the wild card, that one thing that can make or break the deal.
Interesting.
By understanding these points, sales teams can be ready for objections, tailor their pitch, and ultimately close more deals.
It's making me rethink my whole approach to sales, I gotta say. Now, you can't have a winning process without a winning team, right?
Mm-hmm.
How does the program address building a team that consistently performs well?
They look at everything: recruitment, training, motivation, even how to prevent burnout. They believe it starts with finding the right people. And it's not just about skills, you know?
So much more goes into it.
It's the attitude, the work ethic, whether they're a good fit for the company culture.
A team that's talented and aligned with the company's vision, right?
Exactly. Once you've got those A players, the program guides you through creating a solid onboarding system, getting them set up for success right away.
I remember them emphasizing onboarding. Why is it so crucial, especially for sales teams?
It sets the stage for a high-performing team. A structured onboarding system makes sure new hires are ready to go from day one.
No one's left floundering.
It's about clear expectations, training programs, mentorship opportunities, all designed to integrate them smoothly and set them up to win.
Makes sense. Creating that supportive environment where people feel valued, ready to do their best.
And that leads to another important point: preventing burnout. The program actually offers guidance on spotting the warning signs and putting strategies in place to keep the team energized.
That's huge. Sales can be so high pressure, burnout can spread through a team so quickly. What kind of strategies are we talking about?
They recommend setting realistic goals, making sure people have work-life balance, and having open communication, being supportive. It's about addressing burnout proactively before it becomes a problem.
It's remembering that your team is made up of people, not just sales machines.
Exactly. Now, we've talked a lot about the internal dynamics of a team, but what about the role of marketing and PR in driving revenue? How does the program see that?
Yeah, I'm curious about that too.
They see sales, marketing, and PR as interconnected, all part of the same system. They emphasize how important it is that these departments are aligned, working together towards revenue goals. They even compare it to a three-legged stool.
Okay, I get it.
You know, if one leg's weak, the whole thing collapses.
That's a good way to put it. They must have some advice on how to get those departments collaborating effectively.
I do. They suggest setting shared goals, having regular communication, and making sure everyone understands how each department contributes to the customer journey. And they highlight PR's role in shaping how the market perceives the company.
Right. We talked about that earlier, the power of PR to build a brand that stands out. Not just publicity, but strategically crafting the narrative.
Exactly. And they argue that if you can position yourself as a thought leader, build that brand that people admire and trust, you can charge a premium. Well-executed PR, they say, can be just as effective as a sales pitch, if not more.
It's about creating that intangible value that makes customers willing to pay more. This program is pushing us to think outside the box.
It is. Now, let's switch gears to customer acquisition. The program has a whole section dedicated to building a winning strategy, attracting and retaining those valuable customers.
Hit me with the key takeaways.
They stress that you need to really understand your target audience. Craft those compelling value propositions. Create a seamless, positive customer experience. And one key point, remember the structured product pyramid.
Right. The one with the irresistible bait product at the bottom, leading to higher value offerings.
Yeah, it caters to different needs and budgets. You're casting a wide net initially, but then strategically guiding those customers who are ready for more value up that pyramid.
Maximizing the lifetime value of each customer. Not just a quick sale. But acquisition's just one piece of the puzzle. How does the program tackle customer retention? Keeping them coming back for more.
They dedicate a whole section to retention strategies. And it's not just about loyalty programs and discounts, it's about building genuine relationships, exceeding expectations, consistently delivering value.
Turning them into raving fans who buy from you again and again and tell their friends.
That's the dream. And they offer specific ways to do that, like personalized communication, proactive customer service, and building a community around your brand. It's about making the customer feel appreciated.
All of this is great in theory, but how does this program help leaders actually put it into practice? in the real world.
That's what makes this program stand out. They don't just give you a bunch of concepts. They give you practical tools and resources to make it happen.
I'm all about practical. Tell me more about these tools.
For instance, they provide templates for creating onboarding systems, frameworks for developing pricing strategies, even checklists for those performance reviews. It's like a toolkit guiding you through each step.
Sounds pretty comprehensive, like they've thought of everything.
They really have. They take out all the guesswork. But there's something else that sets this program apart. They also offer access to a mastermind group. Participants can connect with other leaders, share their experiences, learn from each other.
There's nothing like learning from people who are in the same boat, facing the same challenges.
It's a fantastic support system. Helps keep everyone accountable.
Okay.
Now, we've talked a lot about the nuts and bolts, but one thing that really makes this program unique is its focus on the human side of leadership.
Yes. I was really drawn to that aspect.
They emphasize personal growth, resilience, even happiness, for effective leadership. Remember that definition of happiness, achieving a goal by overcoming obstacles.
It's such a different way to look at happiness. Challenges are part of the process, and you have to be equipped to overcome them. And that's really what this program is all about, isn't it?
Right. It's not just about making more money. It's about becoming a better leader and a more fulfilled person.
It's about growth, professionally and personally. And as we grow, so do our businesses.
Exactly. So as we head into the final part of our deep dive, I want you to think about what's resonated with you the most.
What are those key insights you could start using today? What changes could you make to boost your team or improve customer relationships? I don't know about you, but I've had some serious light bulb moments during this deep dive.
It's been pretty insightful, that's for sure. So much good stuff packed in.
Totally agree. But before we wrap up, I want to touch on something that really resonated with me. The program's focus on personal growth and that interesting definition of happiness they gave.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Achieving a goal by overcoming obstacles. Not just any obstacles, though.
Right, obstacles that aren't impossible to beat.
It's a cool way to look at it. It acknowledges those challenges are going to come, but we have the power to get through them. Resilience, basically.
Exactly. This program goes beyond those typical motivational speeches. They give you a structured way to approach personal growth.
I like that about it. Not just empty words.
Yeah, it's about helping leaders figure out their strengths, face their weaknesses head on, and develop that mindset that sees challenges as opportunities,
It's funny, they don't just say be positive. They actually give you real tools and strategies to build up that mental strength.
So you're ready for whatever comes your way.
Exactly. And for leaders, there's always something coming your way.
It's like they're saying, leadership's tough, but we're going to give you what you need to not just survive, but actually thrive.
It's about building a career that's sustainable, where you're hitting those sales targets, sure, but you're also growing as a person.
And that personal growth, it has a ripple effect. It impacts your team, the whole company culture, even your life outside of work.
It all ties together.
Becoming the best version of yourself in every aspect.
I like that.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to challenge you. What was that one thing, that one golden nugget of wisdom that really stood out for you today?
What really clicked?
Was it the importance of time management? Or maybe that structured product pyramid? Or how customers make decisions?
Yeah.
The whole burnout prevention thing?
There was so much good stuff. Don't let those insights just fade away,
Take action. Try it out. See what happens.
Exactly. Because knowledge is only powerful if you actually use it.
So go out there, face those challenges head on. Watch your business, your leadership, everything just soar.
Thanks for coming along on this journey with us. I hope you got a lot out of this deep dive.
Absolutely. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, keep pushing yourself to do great things.